Jonathan, first of all, I love this play too. I think John's written such an amazing play, and Jonathan's production is absolutely fantastic, and the actors are superb. And what's amazing is that when I met Harry Hay in the March on Washington in 1993, I didn't really even know completely who I was meeting. I just knew that he was significant and a leader in the gay community, and had done a lot to pave the way for those of us who were fighting at that time. I remember when we were there at the March on Washington with a lot of our friends from New York and Houston, and somehow when we met him, one of our group put out their hand to shake his hand, and he said, "What the hell is this? Some gentleman's club?" And he said, "Give me a hug, boys." And he opened his arms wide and he hugged every single one of us, and he just put his arms around us and embraced us all.
I know you're very politically active, and you very much reacted to this play, at least in terms of that.
Well, no, I was so grateful for this play, aside from the fact that it's a work of art, and I think it's so magnificently done, and it's better, and there's not one misstep in it. I mean, it's just perfect, and it's moving, and it tells a story. And look, let's be candid. When my dear close friend Matthew Schnepp told me about this play, I mean, I was so excited because it was about Harry Hay and the Mattachine Society, but there was a part of me that was thinking, oh my God, please don't let it be another gay play. I mean, there's some things that it's like when something is a new idea and something enters into the culture in a new and radical way. Of course, every artist, every voice, every idea is going to address it. But there comes a time when you have to move, you have to take that subject matter somewhere else. I've always believed and preached that if the theater has any task culturally other than to be beautiful, to entertain, to be funny, whatever, it's the forum for the ideas that dare not speak themselves aloud in any other place. I mean, if somebody's brain has to break the wall, it should be the artist's first, don't you think? But so that's why I have always longed and yearned and found it very curious that we don't have a more radically dangerous political theater. And that's one of the reasons that this play just captures my heart, aside from the fact that it's so excellent, it tells us a story.
But what I think is invaluable
those are our heroes.
About this play, this production, is that we're all living a history.
Yes.
We don't recognize it as a history because we're in it right now. It's our current event, so we're oblivious to it almost because we're all pursuing whatever that day's chores are. But this is so fantastic because it shows from where everything has sprung from. And you realized how difficult things were in the 50s, and you meet so many young people today that don't know what Stonewall was, and that gay people couldn't congregate before 1969 here in New York City. And the fact that this play gives such a specific window on a time that was so incredibly oppressed. And because we have, this is the post-Will and Grace era. It's the cocktail, if you get HIV, just take a pill a day, it's fine, just keep going. It's a very different time, and this play is invaluable to understand how far this country actually has come.
But it works so beautifully as a play because it's like the condition of the heart in the course of living lives, and to tell that story. But it's always the human nature and the human heart and the conflict therein.